A gentle breath flows in, then out, like a calm wave against soft sand. In this very moment, a quiet room is created just for listening, a room where every heartbeat is honored. No matter how the day began, here there is a fresh beginning. Feel the air touch the tip of the nose, travel through the chest, and settle warmly in the belly. Notice how the shoulders soften with each exhale, how the jaw loosens without being forced. A sweet thought floats in. I am welcome in my own life. Let that thought land kindly within. There is nothing to fix right now, only the gift of being present. When the mind wanders, guide it back with a tender promise. In this space, I treat myself like someone I love. Say these words softly, perhaps aloud, perhaps in the heart, letting them echo gently. Pause for 3 slow breaths so they can find a home. Sense how the body responds when kindness leads. The heartbeat steadies, the brow relaxes, and a tiny warmth begins to glow in the chest. This glow is like a lantern. It shines not by force, but by permission. Offer that glow the affirmation. It is safe to relax into this moment. Repeat it once more, feeling the syllables ripple through the ribs. There is no rush. Each breath is an invitation to settle deeper, like roots stretching into fertile earth. Give yourself permission to trust this gentle process by placing a hand over the heart and feeling its steady rhythm. Allow a second hand to rest on the belly, noticing the rise and fall that life provides without any payment. Whisper, "Thank you, body, for carrying me here." Sit with that gratitude as long as needed, basking in the sensation of being completely received. Sometimes the mind wonders if it deserves such peace. Greet that doubt with a loving nod, the way one greets a shy child at the door. Doubt simply shows a wish to be sure. Offer it this sentence: I am learning to befriend myself. Feel how those words create space around old fears. With every inhale, draw in gentleness. With every exhale, release tension stored in muscles, ligaments, and thoughts. If the eyes close, notice tiny sparks of color behind the lids. Those sparks are reminders that life continues to move and glow within. Let the inner vision rest in that shimmering darkness like stars twinkling in a night sky. If needed, shift the weight slightly, adjust the posture, and claim comfort without apology. This is a sacred pause, and it belongs entirely to you. A soft awareness now turns toward feelings tucked away, perhaps hidden behind polite smiles or busy tasks. Those feelings may feel fragile, yet they carry messages that long to be heard. The body knows them even when the mind tries to forget. Sense any subtle tightness in the throat, the chest, or the stomach. That tightness is not a flaw. It is a signal, a small flag waving for attention. Offer it compassionate curiosity. Say quietly, "Dear feeling, I see you. You are allowed to be here." Let that acknowledgement settle. There is no need to analyze or push away. Instead, breathe warmth into that spot, just as sunlight melts early morning frost. Notice if a sigh or tear wishes to rise. Welcome it, for release is evidence of trust returning. Hidden pain often asks to remain silent for the sake of getting through the day. Thank it for protecting fragile places in the past. Pain carried weight so life could continue forward. Honor that service while letting it know things are different now. There is enough understanding in this room for truth to unfold without punishment. Speak softly to that pain. Thank you for your effort. You may rest now. If words feel awkward, place a gentle palm on the area that speaks the loudest. perhaps the shoulders, perhaps the heart. Feel the warmth of the hand seep inward, like tea infusing water. Allow the thought, I can soothe myself with care, to circle the mind like a comforting lullaby. Notice how the breath shifts when feelings are given kindness. It may deepen, it may quicken, it may pause. All patterns are acceptable. Offer patience to whatever rhythm arises. Repeating the affirmation, I welcome every part of me into healing, can act like a gentle bridge between inner islands that once felt isolated. Pause between each repetition, letting silence underline the words. In that silence, subtle wisdom emerges. Pain is not an enemy, but a messenger. Hear what it wishes to say without scolding or solving. Simply listening with compassion starts the alchemy that turns ache into understanding. Sometimes images or memories drift by. Watch them the way clouds drift across a blue sky, recognized yet not clung to. If a memory feels heavy, breathe into its weight. On the exhale, picture that weight sliding off the shoulders and into the earth, where it can be transformed by time and nature. Offer gratitude for whatever insight surfaces, even if that insight is only the awareness of discomfort. Awareness itself is a doorway toward freedom. Say quietly, I am willing to learn from my feelings at a pace that is kind to me. Let those syllables ripple through the body, soothing the nervous system like a lullaby. Now, turn attention to the body's gentle whispers. Each physical sensation is a note in the symphony of life, and every note belongs. Feel the soles of the feet against the floor. Sense how they ground this living instrument. Observe if any area feels tight or numb. Bring gentle breath there, as though the inhale carries soft light. On the exhale, allow that light to wash over tension, dissolving it bit by bit. It may take several breaths or many hundreds. There is no deadline in healing. Offer the affirmation, my breath nourishes every cell with ease to support this process. Visualize the breath as a river, clearing pebbles and twigs as it flows toward open sea. Understand that thoughts and cells are lifelong companions. A kind thought delivers ease to muscles, organs, and skin. A harsh thought contracts them. Notice how shoulders lift toward ears when self-criticism arrives, and how they drop when offered approval. Right here, choose approval. Whisper, it is all right to be me today, and feel the spine soften. The body keeps no secrets. It tells stories through sensation. Honor those stories without judgment. They are guideposts toward deeper peace. When ready, stretch fingertips long, roll the neck in slow circles, and sense the new spaciousness. Affirm once more, I respect the language of my body, and it responds with harmony. Consider a simple picture, dark clouds parting to reveal warm sun. No force pushes the clouds. They drift naturally when conditions shift. Hidden pain behaves the same. When kindness and honest attention warm the inner climate, heaviness loosens and moves on. Hold that picture in the heart for a breath or two, letting the warmth seep into muscles and thoughts. Whisper, light is finding me. Feel how skin tingles at the possibility. Healing need not be dramatic. It can be as subtle as a gentle breeze clearing fog. Offer the affirmation, I allow gentle healing in every moment to anchor this image into daily life. At times, the question arises, how will I know healing is happening? Trust the small signs, a lighter step on the stairs, a deeper sigh before sleep, a trace of calm where panic once lived. Each sign is valid, regardless of size. Thank the body for these hints and softly say, Progress arrives in waves, and I greet each wave with love. Use this phrase upon waking, during meals, or while washing hands. These everyday moments are nourishing soil where new beliefs can root. After speaking, pause and notice the subtle shift in feelings. This pause is not idle. It is where change settles into the cells. Allow a humble gratitude to bloom, gratitude for the courage to meet hidden pain, for the breath that carries loving words, and for the body that listens. Wrap arms around the torso if that feels comforting, giving a self-hug that says, "I stand with me." Feel the steady heartbeat under the palms. That heartbeat is a lifelong friend, pulsing even through the hardest days. Thank it silently. Breathe in together, breathe out together. Then release the arms slowly, letting them rest gently at the sides. Softly offer one final affirmation in this moment. I am learning to live with tenderness toward all that I am. Let that phrase ring like a small bell in a still room, echoing long after the words fade. There is a quiet power in allowing what hurts to speak. Pain does not always need a solution right away. It often longs only to be heard, acknowledged, and held in compassion. Deep within, behind the silence we carry, live emotions that have tried to protect us. They hide in the body, in the chest that tightens during stress, in the stomach that knots when fear is near, in the throat that closes when words remain unspoken. These physical places become homes for what the heart has been unable to process. And yet, they do not want to stay hidden forever. They wait patiently for kindness. Begin by gently inviting a question into the heart. If my pain could speak, what would it say? This is not about judgment, but about listening. Listening as a dear friend would, with no need to interrupt or explain. Pain may whisper, "I was overwhelmed," or "I felt abandoned," or simply, "I wasn't ready." Whatever arises, let it land softly without resistance. There is no wrong answer. Just as clouds carry moisture to the earth, our pain carries stories we haven't finished telling ourselves. And just like the clouds, those stories are meant to move through us, not to remain stuck above us. Writing can be a sacred act of release. Pick up a journal, a simple notebook, even a piece of paper, and write the words that have waited in the quiet. Begin with the phrase, "Dear feeling," and let the pen move from there. Let the words flow without editing or correcting. This is not for anyone else to read. This is not a performance. It is a soft invitation for truth to be expressed. Perhaps it's a page. Perhaps it's 3 words. Whatever comes is exactly what needs to come. Each sentence holds the possibility of setting something free. Speak aloud if that feels more comfortable. Sit in a quiet space and say the thoughts as if comforting a child who has waited a long time to be understood. Speak with tenderness, not with force. Allow a pause between each phrase so that the body has time to process. Whisper if needed. Say what the heart has never dared say. With each word, something inside softens. The weight begins to lift, not because the story is gone, but because it has finally been allowed to exist out in the open. And while pain is speaking, offer it this phrase, like a balm. You are safe to be seen now. Let those words wrap around the tender parts that once felt too raw to expose. This isn't about revisiting every old hurt. It is about welcoming the emotions that still live inside, giving them room to stretch and breathe. Let the body be the container that safely holds these feelings, not with fear, but with love. Sometimes the messages pain carries are ancient. They echo from childhood, from old patterns, from inherited beliefs. They say, you have to be strong all the time, or you must not show sadness, or you are only worthy if you are perfect. These beliefs were created to survive difficult moments. They served a purpose. But today, we offer them an upgrade. Speak gently to those beliefs and say, I honor you for keeping me safe, and now I choose something new. The body will respond slowly but surely with relaxation, warmth, even a soft trembling as it releases what it no longer needs to hold. When tears rise, let them fall. They are not weakness. They are movement. They are the body's way of letting go. They are sacred water that clears inner space. If no tears come, that is also all right. The important thing is the willingness to be present, to breathe deeply through the process, to stay soft instead of turning away. That softness is not a sign of giving up. It is the highest form of strength. Each moment of acknowledgement plants a new seed, a seed that says, I no longer have to carry this alone. And this seed, watered by breath, warmed by compassion, will grow into new ways of living, ways that no longer hide the truth, ways that speak honestly, gently, and with deep care. Pause now. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. Place one hand on the heart and one on the belly. Breathe in and out. Feel the support under the body. Feel the safety of this moment. Whisper quietly, I am not afraid of my own feelings. Say it again if needed. Each repetition sends a ripple of healing through the nervous system. There is no need to understand every detail of pain in order to let it be loved. Love does not ask for perfect clarity. It asks only for presence, for attention, for warmth. Just as a flower blooms when sunlight touches it, our pain begins to shift the moment love is near. That love begins inside, not from the world, not from someone else, but from the sacred act of self-compassion. And so, return often to the journal, to the quiet room, to the hand on the heart. Let these be daily rituals, not to fix, but to honor, not to change the past, but to soften the hold it has on today. And when words do not come, let silence do the speaking. Silence can be just as healing when held in a field of love. You are creating a new relationship with your inner world, one where pain is not an enemy, but a messenger, one where every emotion has a place at the table, one where love is the language spoken to all the parts that were once too afraid to show their face. You are not broken. You are whole, even as you heal. The pain you once hid is ready now, ready to be seen, ready to be held, ready to be loved. There is a quiet strength in choosing a new thought, even when the old ones still echo. Within you is a garden of possibility, tender soil where new beliefs can be planted. With care and attention, these seeds grow into the life you truly desire. It starts with the choice to be kind to yourself. Even now, that choice is available. Imagine each thought like a small seed. Some are seeds of fear. Some are seeds of hope. The ones we water the most are the ones that grow. When we gently place new thoughts into the mind, thoughts of peace, of safety, of worthiness, we begin to grow a new inner landscape, one that feels like home. You don't need to dig up every old belief to begin. You simply choose a new one and let it take root. Say softly, I plant new thoughts of love and compassion today. Let the words be like rain on that soil. Then again, each day I nurture the beliefs that support my healing. Notice how even these simple phrases begin to shift the energy inside. They create room where once there was tightness. They invite breath where once there was fear. You can imagine a small garden in the mind. In this garden, you get to decide what grows. Thoughts of, I am not enough, begin to wither, not from hatred, but from being ignored. And in their place, thoughts of, I am learning to be kind to myself, bloom with soft petals and strong roots. Each morning, tend to this garden with simple thoughts. Upon waking, before checking the outside world, place a hand on the heart and say, today I grow kindness within me. Then breathe, that is enough. Each evening, as the world quiets, offer a final whisper, I've done enough. I am enough. Let this be the water that nourishes your inner growth. There is no rush in this process. Flowers don't bloom overnight. The garden of your thoughts will evolve naturally, gently, in its own time. Trust the pace. Trust that the intention is working, even when you don't see results right away. Healing is not about force, it's about allowing. Now, with all this inner movement, it helps to have simple rituals that anchor the heart in daily love. These do not need to be elaborate. The most powerful ones are often the quietest. Begin with a small notebook near your bed. Each morning or evening, write 3 things you appreciate about yourself. Not what you did, just who you are. Things like, I care deeply, I showed up, I'm learning. These become gentle reminders of your own goodness. Another loving ritual is to place one hand on the body during the day and simply say, I'm here with you. You can do this at any time, during a meeting, while resting, while brushing your teeth. It brings the mind and body back into connection. The body hears that message and begins to relax, to trust, to open. Try this at night before sleep. Lie down, close the eyes, and thank each part of your body softly. Thank you, feet, for carrying me. Thank you, hands, for holding so much. Thank you, eyes, for witnessing beauty. This isn't about pretending that everything feels perfect. It's about learning to see the body as a companion, not a burden. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a child who is learning, with patience, with softness, with gentle encouragement. Say, I am doing my best, and my best is enough. Let this be your lullaby. Let it guide you into rest. If you ever feel yourself slipping into old patterns of judgment or self-criticism, pause and place your hands together over your heart. Breathe in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. Then say, I choose love instead. Even one loving thought in a day can begin to change the whole experience of being alive. The journey you are on is not about becoming someone else. It is about returning to the truth of who you are, underneath all the fear, all the pretending, all the silence. That truth is radiant. That truth is enough. That truth is you. You are the one who brings healing to the pain you once hid, not by erasing it, not by fixing it, but by loving it back into wholeness. Every time you choose a kind word, every time you pause to breathe, every time you listen inward instead of pushing through, you are healing. Even if it doesn't feel like it right away, even if the mind tells you it's not working, the body knows, the heart knows, and with time, you will feel it too. So take this moment now and breathe it in. Feel how far you've already come. Feel the warmth that is beginning to grow within. Feel the love that is not coming from the outside, but from your own beautiful soul. And when doubt returns, and it may, simply return here, to the breath, to the kindness, to the soft inner voice that says, you are safe, You are loved. You are healing. Let these final words settle deep in your heart. The pain I once hid is no longer something to fear. It is something I meet with love. And as I love it, I love myself. And as I love myself, I become free. You are not alone. You are deeply guided. And you are always, always worthy of love. Let this be the day you choose to believe it a little more. Let this be the day you begin again, with love as your foundation and compassion as your guide. Now, softly whisper this one last affirmation: I am at peace with all that I am becoming. And so it is.